Welcome everyone to Life Happened, the place where people send in their very personal life stories for us to share with you. You can make a huge difference in their lives by sharing your feelings and advice for them in the comments below. My name is Emma, your host, and this story is from Katrina. Dear Emma, my husband came to me last night after dinner to demand that I learn how to cook. I am not surprised. After all, I can count the number of times I've cooked before we got married because my mom always cooked, and whenever she is away, I prefer to take some snacks instead of cooking. It's so painful to be faced with this problem, which made me lack the ability to prepare food at home independently. It's a challenge for me to cook something new since I'm so bad at cooking. However, I enjoy supporting my husband whenever he does the cooking. I find it difficult to prepare similar meals whenever I do the cooking alone. Note, but it's nice that you and your husband cook together. I'm a married woman with 2 kids. I love my husband, and he is a great man. We are doing well in our marriage except for one problem, and that is food preparation. My husband is very much concerned with the taste of his food. He has a different palate and does not like my cooking. The other day I asked him what he wanted for dinner, and he told me to prepare some pasta dish which can be easily prepared so that I don't have to do a lot of preparation at home. At first I was surprised because my husband had never told me to make such a simple meal before, but then I realized that there must be something wrong when I saw his face. I know he needed something, but he didn't know how to get it. Instead of giving a response, he changed the topic of discussion before I could help. Note, maybe you could try making what your husband cooks. My husband does the cooking anytime he is able to do so. I am always happy to eat whenever he cooks. He is a great cook, and he pays special attention to every detail whenever he is in the kitchen. He is a very busy man and doesn't have the time to cook every day, so I have to step in to do the job. My husband has an issue that whenever I cook, he eats very little and feels satisfied. I love to see every family member live happily, but cooking is one hurdle I am trying to overcome. It seems that I have been born without a kitchen sense or culinary skill, but I want to believe I can do it if I get the best guide. Note, sometimes in a family there is one person who does the cooking, and if it's your husband, then be happy he can cook for everyone. I have tried so many resources to find the best way to improve my skills, but nothing seems to help me. And it is because of this that I decided to share my story with you, hoping that someone can give me some good advice on how to overcome this challenge and fix it once and for all. Before I got married, my whole family loved food, but I am not a foodie. I am not surprised that my husband loves food because I grew up to see my siblings and parents eat a lot. Despite loving food, my husband is a very picky eater who likes eating different types of food served with a special touch. He did the cooking whenever we invited friends over. Also, because of my poor choice in choosing food, he chose orders whenever we decided to eat outside. He never said that he didn't like my food, but I am sure that if we go on a trip together, he would try to pick up some food to sustain him for the weeks, because he won't have the time to do the cooking himself during the week. He preserves the foods he picks as long as he can to avoid eating the food I prepare. Note, this is a good idea to save meals for trips. This story reminds me of the books and their audio versions which we have referenced for you in the description box below. And now would be a good time to hit the like button. Now let's get back to Katrina's letter. I cook some basic meals, but the only thing I really can't do is cook different types of foods that might perfectly match other special dishes. My husband often tells me good words when it comes to my style of fashion and lifestyle, but it is a different story when it comes to making dishes for the family. My husband likes to try different kinds of new dishes, and he is a pro at making combinations, so I know that the only way to please him when it comes to cooking food is to find something that might perfectly match his taste. My mother-in-law and sister-in-law always help me out with this problem by sharing some common tips with me each time they come over to my house or invite us out together. But since we are from different places, their advice doesn't work all the time because their way of giving suggestions is very different from what I'm used to doing for many years, ever since I was little and taught how to cook. Note, just don't be so hard on yourself. I don't know what the problem is with me when I am in the kitchen because all other chores are done well when there's something else at stake, especially the pressure like finishing a pending project on time, getting children to school on time, etc. Still, in my kitchen, things get complicated. We don't enjoy the best of meals as a family whenever I cook. My husband has realized this problem and has tried all possible ways to help me overcome it, has failed. I don't want to blame my husband for demanding good food because he also offers me more, much more. When my husband and friends got sick after eating food I made, there would be an apology from me to everyone, but their response is always the same. It's not your fault. This has gotten to the point that if I am preparing a meal for them, it looks like they are just observing me so that nobody gets sick again, and also asking me questions as if they see it live on TV and how my cooking will turn out. Note: this can happen at times, but it most likely wasn't your fault. Some of the products could have been bad or even have expired. I am beginning to think that I have no kitchen sense or culinary skill. What can I do? Would you mind helping me? Katrina, thank you for sharing your story with us. I will now share my thoughts and opinions on Katrina's letter to us. Katrina, please know that there are more people than you realize who are in the same position as you. And I hope you don't beat yourself up too much because it appears that you are a pro in everything else you do on behalf of your family. You must be very proud of yourself. So, okay, we all cannot be perfect with everything we try to accomplish in life. In your case, cooking is your nemesis. But you can change that. There are classes which you can take online or in person to learn how to prepare good tasting and healthy foods for your husband and children. You may want to register for one. For instance, I found a website online and it is one of the many in a Google search, and it is called www.surlatable.com. It's very interesting and seemingly cost-effective per household. Another idea to improve your cooking skills would be to watch your husband actually cook the meals while you make a list of the ingredients and proper instructions. Then follow along with him as he is preparing the food. Also, ask your husband to give you feedback as to your cooking style and ask him exactly what he would like to eat. Then do a search online to find the recipe. Food websites and recipes are seemingly endless, so you shouldn't have a problem in finding the right source for a recipe for your husband. Also, there are countless cookbooks on the market, and some are in video form. Use what best works for you, and don't give up if it's that important for you to know how to cook meals the way your husband and children prefer. You can do this. Have more faith in your abilities to cook. I get from your letter that you are an amazing and loving wife and mother. Your family is blessed to have you in their lives. We wish you all the best with your cooking endeavors, and always remember how very special you are. So, today's quotes are: the only stumbling block is fear of failure. In cooking, you've got to have a what the hell attitude, and that's by Julia Child. And no spectacle on earth is more appealing than that of a beautiful woman in the act of cooking dinner for someone she loves. And that's by Thomas Wolfe. So what do you think of Katrina's story? Well, you can now go down to the comment section and leave your thoughts, opinions, feedback, or advice for Katrina and her cooking dilemma. What advice would you give her? You may have the perfect remedy for her, so please take advantage of the opportunity to make a difference in her life. And when you like our videos here on Life Happened, you will hear me read letters every week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. People everywhere write into us detailing their life situations. These are real-life personal stories pertaining to love, money, health, education, relationships, and difficult issues relating to life in general. People want to be heard, and here on Life Happened, people from all walks of life have a forum. In addition, if you have a life story or issue for Life Happened which you would like to share with us, please send us an email using the email provided in the description box below. Also, we accept letters from anonymous authors and always change people's names. We would truly like to hear from you and give our thoughts and opinions relating to your story. And if there is a special topic which you would like to hear about, please share your thoughts with us in the comment section below. Please hit the like button and share these stories with your friends and family. We thank you for joining us here today, where life happened. See you next time, and have a wonderful day.